We're in the money. We've sold a player for £150 million. Let's get into it. So then guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Revival, episode 93 of our Road to Glory series here with Kaiserslautern on FM21. As I just said in our intro, we've made some mega money in the January transfers all taking place. We are now at the very beginning of February. It is time for the German Cup with our arch rivals Mainz. And we have been busy. 3 players have come in, a lot of players have gone out, and some massive money movements have taken place. Now, before we get going in today's video, guys, if you missed the last episode, we took on Bayern Munich and AZ Alkmaar. Bayern in a huge clash in the Bundesliga. A link right above me, so you can go back and see exactly how we did get on in those games. And of course, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, do make sure to like down onto it. If you want to see any more of my content, such as the Red Devil Revival, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. Now, no, just the one game today with Mainz in the German Cup third round. Our main focus is, of course, going to be on the transfers that have taken place in the preceding month of January. Now, I will run through the schedule first of all so you can run through the games, because we've had our winter break. We've played 3 league games since last episode as well, and it's gone relatively well. Of course, the last episode, not fantastic. We got a decent win against AZ Alkmaar away from home and then got battered by Bayern at the Allianz Arena. But thankfully, the winter break kind of came at the right period of time. We had a good few matches to kind of get some fitness back, get some morale going. And then we came up against a very resolute Borussia Mönchengladbach side, and we just about beat them 2-1. We went 1-0 up in the 60th minute. Then they got an equaliser late on, and we scored a winner in the last minute of the game, the 94th minute, from Chimpetaz to win it 2-1. And then we followed it up with a 4-0 smashing of rock bottom of the league, Fortuna Düsseldorf. Brace from Chimpetaz, a goal from our new signing Gokman Oral, who I will show you very shortly, and also a goal for Matthias Vanberg. But then after that, unfortunately, we couldn't continue on as we got a very disappointing defeat against RB Leipzig. We did not deserve to lose this game. They had like 2 shots all game, and they won it. Of course they did. As a result, in the Bundesliga, it's a little better than it was in last episode. The gap is 6 points between us and Bayern. Bayern have dropped points in their games that took place after we played them, so we got a little bit of luck there. But of course, the defeat that we had against Leipzig was not ideal, but not bad being second and only 6 points behind, with basically half the league to still be played. Now, with the transfers though, it has been busy. There is still the possibility of another couple of players leaving. There's currently a big bid of almost £40 million on Christian Bielik from a Chinese club. But in terms of what has already happened, there's been 3 players in, and there's been a few big names, and a few names I'm quite sad to see having gone, but we could not turn the money down. These are the players who have gone out. A couple of young players, Bullet Duran, who's gone to Cologne for about £1 million. Decent youngster, was never going to get particularly great. Mario Pfaff, another decent player. Again, not great. Played on the wing. We didn't use wingers. Mike Eckhart, another example of that. A nice little bit of money coming in from all of those players. About kind of 2.5 mil. Could rise up to almost 5. And also Jermaine Hadler, a player whose contract was running out, who I sold to Augsburg for £120,000. Now, none of those players were ever going to be well beaters. They never really were going to set our team alight, or really even probably break into the first team. In terms of the first teamers who left, the first one I mentioned was Kevin De Bruyne. We signed him at the beginning of the year. Of course, 36 years old, very good technically, very good mentally, physically. Not much left in the tank. His contract was expiring. He was willing to talk to us about a new contract, but Everton offered me £2 million for a guy who we got on a free. I said, fine, no problem. He'd only played like 6 matches, so he's now gone to Everton. So De Bruyne has left, and we are no longer paying his wages. But the 2 names you've probably already spotted, I think you can probably see him behind my webcam, is Ricardo Ley and Edvard Tagsev. Now, I will go through Tagsev first of all, a player who I really liked. He was a fantastic player. We signed him a couple of seasons ago from Lazio for 15.5 mil. Mr. Consistent. He had a crazy good first year. 15 assists in the Bundesliga, which I think is the record in the league currently. He then had a decent second year. This year, however, not as great. He's still got decent ratings, but not many goals and assists. And Bayern offered us £43.5 million, all up front, and also another £15 million in instalments. And I think there was even a sell-on fee in there. Not like we'll likely get that. And I said yes. I wasn't going to, but then I looked at our midfield and I thought, actually, we have a lot of depth here. And I was happy to let Tagsev go. So Tagsev has gone. He's left the club for £55 million, possibly, but at least 43.5. Now, the big one, Ricardo Ley. He, of course, phenomenal central defender. You look at the physicals, the mentals, and the defensive attributes on this boy at 22. He is very, very special indeed. He's also 6'6" and yet has 17 pace. He is a very much once-in-a-generation type player. However, when you get offered £150 million for a guy you signed on a free transfer, I couldn't really say no to this. It's all up front as well. £150 million. I negotiated it plenty of times. I initially actually rejected an offer of about 120, which had instalments, and then they just went, right, non-negotiable 150 mil. And I was like, okay, fine, I can't really say no. So Ricardo Ley has gone, £150 million. It means for this transfer window, or the whole transfer windows of this season, we've made £250 million in transfers. So we are officially in the money here at Kaiserslautern. And of course, with those players going out, Tagsev wasn't a big issue. We had enough cover there, but we needed new central defenders. So the first one we did is we signed Jonathan Tah on a free transfer, of course, already on loan with us. He has agreed a deal to actually sign permanently with us from the summer, so that was good news. But the straight swap I made for Ricardo Ley going out was Aymeric Laporta. He comes in from Man City. He's 33 years of age, and we got him for £6 million. And City are paying over 100k of his wages, so we're only paying 50k for an 18-month deal, which is very, very decent. He's still very good at 33, technically, mentally fantastic, still very decent physically. Can certainly do a job. He's played 3 games. He's got a 7.03 average rating since he's arrived. I am really happy with Laporta coming in. Left footer as well. Basically a straight swap for Ricardo Ley. So happy with that. We then got Jamal Lewis. His contract was running down, and I thought, I've used Lewis in my Twitch save I did with Norwich at the beginning of FM21. He was very decent, and we decided to get him in here. See, his contract was running down. We only signed him for £5.5 million, and also United paying a nice chunk of his wage. We're paying 55k. He's very competent. Probably our best left back, to be honest. I do think he's probably better than Hector Franco. There was a big bid from a Chinese club for Franco. He turned it down. But if we got another bid, I'd probably let him go now that Lewis is here in the team. But Jamal comes in, very happy with him. Now, the big money signing we brought in, because of the fact that it's looking like Jamie Lawrence won't be staying with us after this season, and also, of course, with Ricardo Ley having gone out, I brought in a player I've been scouting for about 6 months in game, Gukman Oral, I don't know, perhaps he's called Oral, I don't know, from West Brom. I'm going to call him Oral anyway. He is very good. West Brom got relegated, so he had a £49 million release clause. He is 20 years old. He's a natural libero. He's not going to play. He's going to play a ball-playing defender, but he is really good. He's basically another example of Ricardo Ley. Not quite as tall, but better on the ball. And I'm really excited for how he does. He's already done well since he's arrived. 2 games, 1 goal, 7.50 average rating. And I'd say 49 mil, not cheap, but a very good player. But right, there's all of our transfer business so far. We won't be getting any more players coming in. You can see Jonathan Tah's transfer agreed. We've also got Joshua Zirkzee, Bayern Munich striker in real life. He's coming in from Napoli on a free transfer, and he's a homegrown player, so I'm happy with him joining us. As I say, Bilic's probably going out. There's a possibility that Casanova could leave. We had a couple of bids come in. Wasn't enough, but we'll wait and see. But that is all of our business so far. As I say, we have a game to play today. It is Mainz in the Cup, and this is how we are lining up for it. It's Bern-Leno in net, Oral and Laporta starting at the back. I'm trying to get them used to each other as quickly as possible. Casanova at right back and Bomb at DM. I'm going to start Lewis for his debut today. He had a knock when he arrived, so he hasn't played as of yet. Amiri, Cosme and Firmek in the midfield, with Pellegrini and Schimpeter starting up front. I will just mention now, Lazio had a bid of £135 million from Barcelona on him. I rejected it. He was not happy. He is asked to leave. I said, stay with us, wait to see who we can get in because he wants to try and challenge for the Champions League. He is happy currently. He thinks we've done a good enough job of signing players, but there's a likelihood maybe next season he could be on the move. We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully not. This is how we're lining up now. Let's get into it. Let's see how we do. So if we submit the side then, let's go. Let's see if we can get a win over our arch rivals and proceed in the cup. Of course, this is our main focus this year. I want the cup to be won by us. We've got 2 finals in 2 consecutive years a couple of years ago, and we lost both. So we have to make sure we do it this year. We're favourites for a reason. We are. Mainz are struggling in the Bundesliga this year. And of course, local derby, we cannot be messing this game up. We can see the Mainz lineup on the screen there. A couple of decent players in that side, but nothing too scary. They're on poor form as well. And there is our team and our very decent form. Yes, the Leipzig loss and the Bayern Munich loss aren't ideal, but 2 tough sides. It's understandable. Here we go. Can we get a good result and see off FSV Mainz here today in the Rhineland-Pfalz derby? I certainly hope so. And I hope you guys agree with the transfers we've done and the business. And, you know, you have to let me know in the comments what you think of it. The new signings, the sales, of course, the massive £150 million sale of Ricardo Lay. Was it the right decision? I personally think it was. I don't think we could have turned that money down, really. Hang on, Chimpitaz. He's played over the top here. Come on, Fernando Chimpitaz. He puts it wide of the net. Not ideal, but not a bad early showing there from the lads. A very good intent, at least. And that's a mistake from Mainz. What are they doing? We get the ball back. Amiri Pellegrini again. Casanova on this right flank now. Come on, Dante. Can he swing it in? He can do. Chimpitaz is blocked. And it ricochets all over the place. And somehow doesn't find its way into the net, but instead goes out for a throw-in. Oh, dear me. We probably should be 1-1 up by now. But still, good early signs. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the lads. And as I say, you guys have to let me know your thoughts on the transfers. But 11 minutes into the game now, it's still 0-0. Mainz are playing some bloody risky football right now. They are really trying to screw themselves over, aren't they? Flipping heck. Okay, Mainz keeping the ball quite nicely now. They kind of settled down after those initial hospital passes we saw in the last highlight. And that one at the beginning there where they played it across their own goal. But here we go. Mainz on the left flank now. Baker Boaty. What a weird name that is. Okay, he goes past our man there. He's going all the way. Casanova, good initial block. Can we get the ball? We can't. Langer puts it in. And thankfully, Mainz hit the bar. It's worth noting we take Mainz on in the very next game. Also away, but obviously in the Bundesliga. So we're playing a stronger squad for that upcoming game. And then at the end of this month, we have a very big match. We've been drawn against Sporting Lisbon or Sporting CP in the Champions League first knockout round. And of course, we're away for the first leg. So we've got a very good chance. Hang on, Pellegrini. Oh, Pietro. He hasn't scored all season as Pellegrini. He's had a very poor year. He really is struggling. I am very much going to probably sell him next summer. It's a little bit unfortunate, really, because obviously he was such a star player for us back in the day, and nowadays he can't even get in the team, can't score to save his life, and it's just a bit of a sad state of affairs. But even so, hopefully we can maybe see a goal from him in this game. As I say, Sporting will likely be the next episode out on Friday. I think it's Sporting, and then followed by a game with Borussia Dortmund as well. So 2 very, very important games. We've also, I'll mention it actually, hang on, I'll see what happens to this highlight. Hang on, Mateta. Mainz take the lead. Oh, no. Okay, well, we're 1-0 down in a must-win cup fixture. This is not ideal. I do not want to see it again. Demand more from the lads. Not great. I was going to say we've had our youth preview and apparently we have a golden generation coming through. We've never had one in this save and apparently we're finally on course to have one. No doubt they'll be all crap. But if we have it later on in the season and they are very good players, I would, of course, show them to you. But right now, we need to make a change because we are not working this game out. Thrash me arms, far from pleased. Not good enough from us whatsoever. I'm taking Pellegrini off. We're going to get Sousa onto the pitch. I'm also going to get Lazio on for Mbom. A double change, quite a drastic change. And we only have 1 substitute left, but we need to change something up here. We do clear this free kick. Can we get a chance to counter-attack? We are really trying. Maybe we need to change the formation up in this game because it is not working right now. Mainz on the ball, keeping the ball very, very nicely. It's just, this has been the case in so many away fixtures lately. We're just struggling to keep the ball, struggling to create chances, and we are witnessing it again firsthand in this game. It is not good enough from the boys. There's now a corner for Mainz. It's put in. We head it clear. Can we get there first? No, we can't. We're never winning any of the second balls. All these highlights, it's always Mainz getting to the second ball first. It's not good enough. They're 2-0 up. What the flipping heck are we doing? I can't have another season of dropping out of the German Cup too early. It's doing me nutting. Right, we're changing things up because this is not working whatsoever. We're going 5-3-2, lads. I'm going to put Cosme in behind the strikers. If the game will ever stop freezing, flipping heck, there we go, in behind there. We're going to have Gokman Ora. You're going to think, what are you doing? He's going to play as libero. Here we go. He's his natural position. So let's try him out there. Let's see how he gets on. Cosme in behind. I'm going to change Firmic to a DLP on support. And let's just see what we can do. Souza can go as a complete forward on attack rather than a DLF because it doesn't make sense to have them together. We're going to play attacking and we need 2 goals inside 35 minutes or we are dropping out of the German Cup against our arch rivals in the 3rd round. We are expected to reach the final by the board. This is going to be horrendous if we drop out. Mainz have done a very poor ball. Firmic has done well to get it back. Souza now on the ball. Come on. What was that pass? It was dreadful. But Chimpataz does manage to recover it. Come on, Fernando. Inside to Cosme. Now playing further forward. How has he missed? Oh, I can't believe it. He's just missed an absolute sitter. What is he playing at? Right, I'm taking him off for that. Don't care. Cosme off. We're going to put Firmic in behind the striker now. I'm going to get Svanberg on as a DLP on support. It is his natural position. I don't know. We're going to put Firmic as an attack midfield on attack now. Seriously, this is a joke right now. This is so poor from us. Liuzio, we have just under 25 minutes to score twice, take it extra time, and score 3 times to win the game. I do not think it's going to happen. Chimpataz here. Come on, Fernando. Okay, we have won. We have a goal back. It is 2-1. I didn't think that was a highlight, but it is. And we are back in this game. Lewis, on his debut, gets an assist, which is good to see. Very good from Jamal on his weaker right foot there. Really good pass. Chimpataz, nice touch and a great finish there. We are back in this game. I'm still going ahead with the change. I do not care. We're going to encourage the lads. 20 minutes. We need an equaliser. A corner for Mainz. Can we clear it and counter-attack? No. Mainz nearly score again. My goodness me, we are giving them so many opportunities right now. It is not good enough. We're going to go very attacking. Seriously, this is so poor. Both of the wing-backs are going on attack duty as well. I don't even know. We're going to get the libero on an attack duty too. Like, seriously, this is ridiculous right now. Confirm the changes, boys. We have under 10 minutes to score and equalise, or we are out of the cup right now. And that is not good enough. I am not happy with this. We looked really decent in the previous couple of games, other than, of course, the Leipzig result. Are we going to see anything? There's a highlight in the last minute of the game. And it's us clearing it off the line. So Mainz nearly score another goal. It looks like we are crashing out then, unless there's any really late drama, which I don't think is going to happen. We're going to go more direct. I just sadly don't think this is going to happen, is it? I think we're dropping out of the cup once again. And this time, it's a team we should be beating. Last year, it was against Bayern Munich. Oh, my goodness me, we nearly conceded again. It's cleared. Every highlight, we are never winning these second balls. The only time we did is the one we actually scored from. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is with us lately. We just look like we just don't care or not up for games. So many times this season I'm seeing it. I honestly think we need to change things up. Mateta here, he's offside, thankfully for us. But as I say, I do think we need to change things up because of the fact that so many times away from home, we just get dominated now. First year in forever that it's happened, and I do not understand why it's occurring. Hang on, Casanova, we're into the final minute of the game now. It's full time, and we are out of the German Cup. Thrash me arms, not good enough. We've lost the derby. I know we have a repeat of it in only a couple of days' time, but I would have rather have won this one and lost the next one. Not good enough whatsoever, and we are out of the cup as a result. Let's go to our schedule. I'll show you what we'll come back for next episode. I've already mentioned it. It's going to be Sporting. It's going to be Dortmund in 2 really massive fixtures. We need to go on a run now. We can't win the German Cup. We have to try and aim and win the league again now. Otherwise, this is going to be a season of failure because I don't think we're going to have what it takes to win the Champions League because we are not strong enough yet. But we're going to have to try because our main focus is already dead and buried. Not ideal. Overall though guys, that brings this video today to a close. Transfer wise, I'm really happy with the squad. I think we're in a really good position. fixtures wise, not very good at all. 2 wins in our last 5, 3 defeats in our last 5 games, 2 defeats on the bounce. Very, very poor. We need to turn things around. I don't know why this season we're struggling quite so badly, but it is not ideal. You guys have to let me know your thoughts on the transfers down in the comments below. And of course, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, do make sure to chuck a like down onto it. And if you do want to see any more of my content, such as the Red Dead Revival, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.